What in good, Knicks fans? Coming at you with another video. Want to talk Knicks, so let's talk Knicks. First, I want to talk about this article on Bleacher Report talking about the 6 most improved teams this 2022 offseason. And they got the Knicks as one of the best 6 that improved this offseason. And I agree. Obviously, coming from the Knicks fan, I agree because give us a point guard, give us Rose last year, and we winning more games than we lost. Give us Jalen Brunson and Rose last season. We're definitely winning more games than we lost. Because I don't think defense was the problem last year. Because having Alec Burke as point guard, defensively was good, but defensively was sound here and there mostly, but it was just the offense made it worse. What it was, right? The offense made it worse. We didn't have no ball movement, no pick and roll, nothing, bro. We had nothing point guard wise until quickly started improving late in the season, right? So having Jalen Brunson as our point guard, 50% from the field last year, I think for his career, probably. Well, definitely last year, 50% from the field. Built and pick and roll play constantly, playmaking off his gravity, right? Like off the dribble, just taking everybody off the dribble to the point where they have to double team him, making easy plays for his teammates. Do you not see his highlights? Go look at his highlights. He makes life easy for his team. And that's what he will do for the Knicks. And having that, and they want to keep Rose, having that and Rose, those two making life easy for their team. We did not have that last year. If we had that, we would be a better team last year. Come on, man. I think we did improve this year. Having Hardenstein, a center that can score. A center that can score, bro. We have a center that can score. And obviously, I'm not relying on him to score a whole bunch of points. I'm just talking about a center that can get easy buckets by himself here and there, but play within the team so he make sure he gets easy buckets. Mitchell Robinson, we don't rely on him to get no easy bucket. Well, other than the alley-oops. But I'm talking about pick and roll, put himself in the right position, easy bucket where they didn't expect him to get that easy bucket. He could fake, go to his left, and have like one or two moves that he can go to actually and surprise a team. Whereas Mitchell Robinson, how many times do you get surprised by the moves he do by the rim offensively? Only thing we get surprised at, he got an offensive rebound out of nowhere, put back, offensive rebound, put back. That's the only thing. He did one move last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, Euro step into a dunk. Like what? Cross in between the legs, Euro step. If he does still moves like that, like take advantage of that space they give you to the point where you can get that wide step, hook shot, floater, easy bucket. That's what Mitchell Robinson needed to do, man. If he does that, he'll be a beast and improve his mid-range shot. He'll be a beast and a half. Mitchell Robinson will be a beast. He'll have that if he has that floater and a little bit of a hook shot and that free throw of an Aiden, he'll be even better than Aiden. If he could get consistent with that free throw shot and a floater, either a floater or a hook shot, and obviously getting both would be crazy, but either one of them and free throws, he'll be just like a Aiden to me. But better on defense, less on offense, but still a threat on offense. All he needs to be great in this league. Quickly needs to be consistent if he wants to be a point guard. If he wants to be the player that we all expect him to be, consistency. And that comes with being a young player You had to develop that. Every young player has to be develop that consistent, uh, um, that consistency in defense, offense, shot shot creation, shot making, shot decision. Right? He needs to just be consistent and just with repetition get better with experience. Like he just needs that, and that's it. Because he got all the tools. I think if his jump shot is consistent, everything will be fit in his play. You're trying to play make too much sometimes. I think he does that. But if his jump shot is consistent, his playmaking will be too. Because that's gonna open up way more things. They can't stop. They can't leave you open at all, and that's gonna fuck shit up. And last two I want to talk about is actually I want to talk about Obi real quick. Obi, he just need defense because his one-on-one game is gonna develop, and he plays great off the ball and everything, and his shot's gonna get better with repetition. He just need that one-on-one game that he's been developing. He's been trying to develop, and that's fine. So I think that's gonna get better at some point, even if it's slightly better. It will get better to the point where he will be able to take advantage of matchups a lot more, a lot better. But if he gets his defense down pat, just that alone with how he plays would be great. But obviously, getting that one-on-one game would be great, even better. But just that alone, he would be the ideal player at that power forward position. Super ideal. Is Randall? That's the only thing he has over him right now. To me, I'm sorry, that's the only thing. Even because Randall one-on-one game isn't all that at all. That Obi can get to that point, and probably better. I think Obi can get to that point, but it's just that Randall, when he's focused, his defense is way better than Obi. And if Obi gets that defense, there's no reason why Obi shouldn't be on the floor more than Randall. That's all I want to say about that. RJ and Grimes, it's mainly what it is with quickly, just consistency. They just need to be consistent in everything they do. Grimes, all of them got the work ethic. I don't know about Mitchell as much, but Obi, quickly, Grimes, and RJ, they got work ethic that rivals a lot of players in this league, bro. And they work hard at what they do. And Grimes and RJ, if they continue on this path, they can develop into that player like Jimmy Butler developed as with Tom Thibodeau. They can develop into that player that teams can rely on. As long as they keep improving, they can. RJ definitely can get close to what Jimmy Butler can be. With repetition, he's mad young and putting up numbers, bro. Oh, he's gonna be underrated for mad long because look at all the people he's the age group he's in, bro. Because that age group is so talented and so offensively talented, but him just like Jimmy Butler, underrated as hell until Jimmy Butler showed that he wasn't underrated, right? And that's what RJ's gonna do, bro. I think RJ's gonna definitely do that. And Grimes, as long as he gets better on playmaking, because everything else is gonna fall into place. His jump shot definitely gonna fall into place, and his finishing will fall into place with repetition. It's all with repetition. You get better with this shit, and as long as his playmaking get better, his ball handling get better, decision making with the ball get better, that's it. These two are gonna be beasts, and if they could stay together, that would be even better because their defense and offense, spot up shooting with both. Yes, Grimes is better, but RJ isn't terrible at spot up shooting, bro. So this is a young team that I want to keep together, bro. That's why they don't want to trade Grimes. Talking about trades, cause I got a trade I wanna bring up to you. The trade I just thought of, and I think this is ideal if you want to give up quickly. I mean, not quickly. Quentin Grimes. If you give up with Quentin Grimes, this is the only ideal trade you do. Let me see. I'm trying to look for. Boom, and then you bring Charlotte into it. Now everybody's talking. The only thing that I can think that most people think of when a trade with Charlotte is doing this, right? Mostly doing that, but I'm not trying to do that. To the Knicks, yeah. Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks, we will have to give up Rose in this situation more than Fournier, right? Yeah, we have to give up Rose in this situation. Jazz. Hornets. Bear with me. Jazz. Green Grounds. Jazz. And then you got Randall going to the Hornets. Then you got Terry Rozier going to the Knicks. You got Kelly Oubre going to the Knicks. And then you got Rudy Gay going to the Knicks. And you got 6 picks going to Utah, with 2 of our picks probably unprotected, or one of the picks. One of the picks or 2. You debate that, or fight me on that, whatever. But fight me on this trade. Tell me if this trade is worth it or not. I'd rather this, because although Terry Rozier is not a great defender, he's a competitor on defense that he will be a pest. So put him with Donovan Mitchell or Brunson, he will be a pest. But the ideal thing I am looking at, because Quentin Grimes is gone, you actually want to pair him with Terry Rozier, Donovan Mitchell, or Brunson. But you got Quickly, that's actually a good defender. That's become a good defender, and I can only think because he got stronger, he's gotten better defending. But you would pair him with a Brunson, with a Terry Rozier, with a Donovan Mitchell, and this makes Quickly the secondary point guard off the bench. And I actually like that. And that would tell Quickly I'm confident in you being the backup point guard. And then you got Kelly Oubre, you could throw in that shooting guard. He plays shooting guard, small forward. That's defense also, tall and defense. Especially if you got Quickly and Oubre, that would be great defense. RJ plays shooting guard, small forward, if need be. Rudy Gay, that could play small forward, power forward. So you got that power forward off the bench. But you can even put Hartenstein as power forward sometimes if you want to go tall. This gives you a lot of options. It makes you flexible as hell. And it's better defense than you would have if you didn't do this trade. Because if you would have gave up all them, and then give a Randall for Haywood, and not get Rudy Gay back, where's the defense coming from anywhere? I'm not saying Rudy Gay is a great defender, Kelly Oubre is a great defender, or Terry Rozier is a great defender. It's just that they're capable defenders. Right? You still have the same problem with the shortness consistently with Donovan Mitchell and Brunson as a starting backcourt. Then you got Terry Rozier and Quickly as a bench backcourt. But the scoring on that backcourt should offset on both squads. The scoring altogether should offset the defensive lap. And Quickly's not that bad of a defender, and Terry Rozier actually puts a lot of effort into defending to the point where he becomes a pest on teams. Whereas Donovan Mitchell and Brunson, I don't always see him put the best of efforts on defense. I think he tries to conserve his energy too much for offense. He's too young for that shit. Play OD. Brunson, I think he gives effort. It's just that, and he's strong. It's just that he's too small that they take advantage of him, especially the bigger plays. And Donovan Mitchell is athletic enough to bother a lot of shit. I just wish he did. and give that effort on defense. Um, yeah, and then you get Kelly Oubre that's actually a good defender, and Rudy Gay, and hopefully he's because Rudy Gay has never been a terrible defender. I think last year he wasn't his best defensively, but if he can become good defensively again on under Tom Thibodeau, shit, that'll be great. I think I like this trade. Boom, +8. Haters, tell me if you don't like it. I'm out here.